Batwoman number 15, Margaret Bennett writing, Fernando Blanco on the art. Uh, First thing I want to say about this issue, Matt, is
Yeah.
we've been kind of like starting to feel a bit of a slog with Batwoman. We were questioning do we keep going, and it was like,
Mhm.
okay, we now know that issue 18 is going to be the last one, so we figured we might as well, especially if
Just
we.
finish it.
Yeah, I have to admit, I had a moment of doubt because I started reading it and I got to the second page, and I went, oh
Oh boy,
shit.
Yeah,
not a
it's
great issue then.
no, I've lost the wind. I'm still gonna finish it because it's not that far.
Yeah, three more
I
issues.
just three more issues. I just yeah,
But no, because the pages 2 and 3 of this, because it sets up, okay, so what's the backstory with Alice, and it tells you with this 2 page layout of like old timey like prose narration with like these old, almost reimagine it as if it's like a fairy tale with like Alice being like a princess in a castle, and it's big blocks of text, and it's like this, the old kind of night font, and I'm like,
and
ah,
and I get what they were doing is that they're giving the history of these two relationship to
yeah.
people that might not be that familiar, but like it's completely different than anything else in the book. Like there's other ways they could have done it. I think.
I opened that page and I just sort of looked at the rest of the book just to double check, because if this was going to be something that came back every couple of pages where there was going to be another two pages of
You
this,
were out.
I was going to like abandon it. But it was only the 2 pages, so I went, okay, I'll
Yeah.
struggle through it. But I groaned when I saw those 2 pages. I was like, no. The rest of the book is, Alice has sent like the swarm of bats to Gotham to infect everyone, and Batwoman uses some sonar to like sort of
Redirect them.
bring them out and then blow them up, and that's her big sort of explosive ending. And then the cliffhanger is that she's sort of made up with Julia. Julia's helping her, but she's like, "I'm sorry, I had to call him." And the ending's like Batman showing up to like sort of come in and do knows what next issue.
I
So
just feel that it's going through the motions
it does kind of feel
now.
like that. I feel like
Like
this. I think the island stuff was interesting for an arc, and then it's been dragged on
yep.
for a long time, and now it's turned into, oh, this is also to do with Alice and
I
Beth now.
Yeah, I really liked when it was the Many Arms of Death, and she was almost like a James Bond type character taking on Spectre. Like I liked that
I had a lot
idea.
of fun with that stuff.
Yeah, right. And then they just threw that all out to do this stuff that we've already done.
It's
Like,
morphed into something else, and I don't think any of us are
yeah,
really into what it's. Because I like that
no,
stuff at the start. I really liked that issue with Professor Pig. That was like a standalone issue.
yeah,
I dug that a lot. That one.
It's why
well,
I dropped it a few issues because I realized this book isn't what I wanted. It's not what I started
yeah,
off reading. It's not what I was enjoying. It's just a different
yeah.
book now. Whereas if you'd given
Well,
me this as a new book, I wouldn't be reading it.
I find it infinitely more interesting if it's not Alice. Like if they try to use Alice against her, but she doesn't become Alice,
Mm.
and it is Safia
I mean,
and all this.
I think there's more great stories to tell with Alice. I think Alice is an interesting character to do things
Yeah,
with. But
but I feel every time they bring Batwoman up, it always has to be Alice.
yeah,
That was the moment I tapped out because I was like, the book was in a bit of a slump anyway, but I was okay. And then they went, "Oh, it's all Alice." I just went, "Right, forget it. I don't care anymore.
yeah.
I'm done."
Yeah, it's a shame because I was really high in this for the first arc. I really loved a couple of the issues after that, but it's definitely been declining in my sort of patience with the last few issues.
Hmm,
Um,
mine too.
but here we are. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep reading. Unless week 3 gets really busy, we'll finish it out
Yeah.
and see how it ends up. But I left this to last, and I got to that second page with all that text that's not traditional comic writing, and I just went, oh no. So I hope that was just a one time thing. I hope that does not come back in the next 3 issues.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, even in a book that I'm really enjoying, nothing like makes me groan more than turning a page and getting prose. Like, no, it's a comic book,
There
damn
are
it.
there are some times where I'm really into it, depending on the writer.
Yeah.
Like if it's a writer who is good at prose,
Yeah,
they can
and
hook me in, and I'm down
and this
for
wasn't
it.
even full prose. This was more like a child storybook
Well,
with
it's like a
images.
tapestry.
Yeah,
Yeah, with words on it, and it's fine. It reminded me of the twins of Elder and what was it, Lesser, and like or Elder and Younger, and the Many Arms of Death, and all the like potential we had, and coming off of the the black market trade
yeah,
of
because
the Night of Monsters stuff.
Yeah, because
Like,
the Many Arms of Death and like Knife were really interesting at that point in time.
Yep.
And they've kind of
Mhm.
lost a lot of that since. I mean they're dead now basically. I mean the Knife's not, but the twins are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, kind of rough. I guess obviously it's just me and Matt that read this, so we'll just rate it. I
Yeah.
mean we've went along in a lot of the other books, so we can just make this one quick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a 5 out of 10. That's how I kind of felt with
Yeah.
this one.
I'm going 5.5. Because
Okay.
I think I enjoyed the pro stuff more than you did, and there is some cool like the art, like they do some cool layouts. Like there's that piece where Alice is explaining how to do diseases, and like you don't do stuff super quick because that's how you don't get the spread. Is you let it get into the system for a little bit first.
Yeah,
And I
no,
thought that was really cool because it shows how the bats interact with everybody,
yeah,
whether
she
they
was
know it or
basically
not.
saying you want the symptoms not to show until people have already
Yep.
infected others, and that's how you make
Yep.
it spread quicker.
Yeah.
But or not quicker, but that's how you make sure it spreads to everyone.
Yep.
But yeah, so 5 out of 10 for me in this one. But hopefully it rebounds a little bit for its last few issues.